Why marijuana should not be legal. As kids in elementary school, we all had Red Ribbon Week, where we would be told how bad drugs are and to stay away from them. In our younger years, we weren't as affected by the everyday peer pressure of going out and doing these drugs. It was easy to just listen to our parents when they said that drugs were bad and we should never touch them. But as I grew up, one drug started sticking out, becoming more popular in many communities and becoming quite a big problem. The drug I am referring to is marijuana. While the drug can be used in good ways to reduce pain in cancer patients, the ratio of people using it are much higher in just using it than for medical purposes. Marijuana shouldn't be legalized for many reasons, but three very important ones are the negative effects it has on life and health, it can endanger you and other people around you, and it is jeopardizing our newer generations. My first reason in saying marijuana should not be legal is that it has overall negative effects on health and life. Smoking any substance will have a negative and potentially life-threatening effect on your respiratory health, causing consequences from asthma to lung cancer. Marijuana use can affect a person's memory, IQ, judgment, and problem-solving skills. There are many cases linking the use of marijuana to the increased chance of forming a mental illness. For example, some people who have smoked marijuana have later been diagnosed with psychosis or schizophrenia. If your regular reality is in a drug haze, when you come down from your high, it will be hard to tell the real from the fake, causing dissociation, hallucinations, and other bad side effects. Also, there is a big chance people who use this drug have developed an addiction, which is categorized as a chronic mental disease. Once you're addicted to the drug, it will be a constant everyday battle to stay sober again. Another notable point is that the strains of cannabis in circulation now are much stronger than they once were, causing it to be even more harmful and addicting. A study was done that showed in the early 2000s, cannabis strains only gave about 4% THC. In recent years, it was shown that they can give 74% THC. My second reason is that this drug can endanger you and other people around you. Marijuana use, like the use of alcohol, can cause impairment in the user. This means if a person is driving while under the influence, they may be more prone to having a collision and potentially harming themselves, a pedestrian, or a fellow road user. There is also a chance that marijuana use during work will reduce your ability to perform your job efficiently, which can be potentially dangerous for certain professions, such as pilots, doctors, and care providers. Anyone needs to stay sober while dealing with life or death situations. No one wants their doctor to be high while performing surgery on them, or their pilot to be high while trying to fly the plane. My last reason is that marijuana use jeopardizes our newer generations. Marijuana may affect the development of the brain if smoked at a young age. It does not allow the prefrontal cortex to grow, causing the memory to not fully develop. Since marijuana is so popular nowadays, it is not uncommon for doctors to prescribe it to teenagers, but this is not good. It might be fixing the pain of one thing, but it is just creating another problem somewhere else. This is not only harming the future of young people, but also the future of our country and the world. If marijuana was legalized, then it would become more easily accessed by younger generations, with fewer stigma attached to its consumption. Like alcohol, the responsibility must lie with the dispensaries and the parents. But if the parents are addicted to the drug and smoke it frequently, the children are more likely to have an addiction to it also. While there is much controversy to this topic, and to anything there can be two sides, the use of marijuana in cancer patients who are suffering with lots of pain can be good, but marijuana use has drifted far away from just that point. People are abusing their privileges and becoming greedy with it to the point of addiction. At this point, it is doing more harm than good. In ways of the negative effects it has on health and life, endangering you and other people around you, and it is jeopardizing our newer generations. I'm not saying that all of these problems can be solved by making it illegal, but I do believe if people had more consequences to what they were doing with it, that our world would be a much safer place for everyone in it. And these are my cited sources. Thank you.